Welcome back to Weems Motor Co. What are we doing today, Addie?
We're working on my bike.
We're working on our bike again. Stick around, guys. Alright, here we are back again for another episode of Addie's Bike here at Weems Motor Co. We last dropped off you guys with us working on the wheels, sanding them down, and Addie was doing some painting. Well, little do you know, we got those wrapped up. Look at them. Beautiful. Addie did some amazing work. We got the wheels like super shiny and super clean. We even did some polishing around that outside, which leads us into today's episode. So if you notice behind us, the bike's still up on the lift. It's still got all the tank and the fender and the seat and the front end and the engine, and all of that stuff still needs to get done. So, Addie, I think today a good thing would be to let's completely break that motorcycle down.
Okay.
So let's take all the parts off of it. And we're gonna pull that power plant, the heart, the beating heart of that beautiful 1970 Triumph, and you're gonna get to clean it up.
Okay.
So the idea of this, guys, it's always been since we started this project, is that we are doing things the most economical way possible, the way to save money, if you will. And today we're gonna get that motor cleaned up. So from what we know, what we've been told about this bike is that it is a running engine. Now, Addie, I've never heard the engine run in this motorcycle, but it is a Triumph, and if it doesn't run, I know how to fix it, right? Okay, so when we get this motor running, what do you think it's gonna sound like?
I'm supposed to make a sound effect?
Yeah, make a sound effect. If it sounds like that, we have problems.
Oh.
You've heard my other motorcycles
I
run.
can't make that sound effect. It's like
That sounds like a mean chihuahua.
That's so mean.
This is a tiger, so at the very
Roar.
least, if the very yeah, what is it gonna sound like?
Roar.
Roar. It's gonna roar like a tiger. So super excited about it. Even if it doesn't run, we're gonna get it running. I am very confident that this bike will run because I did pull what's called a compression check. If you had to try to identify what a compression check is, what would you say that is?
Well, what are compressions? I know compressions are like something where you have to like, it's in CPR, right?
Yeah, there are chest compressions in CPR.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Do you give the bike CPR?
No, I'm not gonna put my mouth on it and like do mouth to mouth or anything like that. We're not gonna get there and like do presses on the top end of it. So what it basically means is inside the engine there is what's called compression as the piston moves up and down inside the cylinders. Here, look right here. So Addie, this is a cylinder, okay? Inside there are two pistons. They're side by side, one over here, one over there, and they go up and down. Now, as they go up, it creates pressure, and that is called
Compression?
It's called a compression stroke, yes. But that pressure can be measured when we pull the spark plug out and we attach a hose that goes to a dial gauge, and then we kick the motorcycle over, which is pretty fun for you, right?
No.
She's still working on kicking it. She's gonna get it. I promise you, she'll get it. So as you kick it, that piston goes up and down, and it creates pressure inside the chamber. And I can measure on that gauge how much it is. And this motor's got really good compression to it. So I think with the 4-stroke motor, essentially all you need is compression. You need fuel. You need spark. And you need to have a good leg to kick it over. and then this thing will come to life. So I'm pretty confident. We're gonna put a different carburetor on there, make it a little bit easier for you. So we're gonna set it up right. But the plan today, Addie, if you will, we're gonna pull that engine out of there and we're gonna start cleaning it up, which means we may have to do a little bit of sanding. We're gonna have to do a lot of polishing and probably a little bit of painting too. But we're not gonna disassemble the motor to do any of this. You bored already?
No, I'm tired.
You're tired. Oh, we did get up early this morning to get started on this project. So while we get all this stuff broken down, we're gonna do that montage, speed it up with music and everything like that. If you guys are looking for merchandise, check it out. Weems Motor Co. Weems Motor Co. Head over to the weemsmotorco.com website. Check out all the cool stuff we got. We got hats, we got stickers, we got t-shirts. I think we're out of hoodies right now, but hit us up over there. Check out what we got going on, and yeah, we're gonna break this bike down. Stick around, guys. Doing great. Man, that steering dampener, that thing was long, take a long time, and it was hard on your hands. You had to get some amazing Odin gloves. Not sponsored by, but they're just great friends, and they sent us these free gloves, so thank you, Odin, for that. So, me and Addie, as we've been taking the parts off of this, we've been like, all right, we got to name this motorcycle. Yes. So we've come up with a name, but before we give you the name, what we want you to do is jump down in the comments and tell us, what should we name this motorcycle? We've come up with all kinds of names, like everything from the roaring lion, but it's a tiger, so it really doesn't work. So let us know what you think, and by the end of this video, we're going to tell you the name that we have come up with. Awesome? Mm-hmm. Boom! Let's take this front end off. All right, baby girl. We got to get this front end off.
Yeah.
First process, we're going to take the headlight mount off. That's our 2 pinch bolts. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to take the fork nuts off the top. You remember the video with Austin where those went like shooting across the room?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very similar, maybe not as dramatic with this front end since we've done a lot of modifications in the front end to lower it. But we got to get those off, and then these tubes will slide out of there. We might have to use our special tool and kind of coerce them to come out. But we're going to get these off, and then we got to work on the triple trees. Something you got to pay attention to on the triple trees is the bearings that are inside these old Triumph necks. They're loose ball bearings. So on the top are these 1/4 inch round little ball bearings made out of steel, and the same thing down in the bottom of them. There's 20 of them on the top and 20 of them on the bottom. So a total of 40 of them inside this neck, and we don't want to lose any of those ball bearings. God forbid we got to take this off and a ball bearing falls down on the inside of the frame. That's never fun to get out, so we'll have to be careful with that. Okay? Alright, so first thing, we're going to get these off, then we're going to get those off, then we're going to get these off, and then we're going to get the front end off. Let's do it, guys! right, so Addie, this is the point where those little ball bearings are going to go everywhere. So what I do, a little trick that I do, is I keep a couple magnets on hand. So as these things want to lift off, I usually try to put a magnet around it, pick up as many as possible. Grab you a little Ziploc bag and we'll throw them in the Ziploc bag and
Put like a box right there. So
put a box there. I'm not too worried if they fall on the table. If they fall on the table, that's fine. I just don't want them to fall inside of the frame.
Oh, that's what you meant. Okay.
That's not good. No bueno. No bueno. Spanish. Spanish might be a good idea for the name of your motorcycle. We'll keep thinking. Alright, not bad, Addie. So what you want to do on this is you want to make sure you're holding pressure up because this is going to want to fall down. All of the ball bearings down there, we don't have to worry about. They're not going to fall on the frame. They might fall on the table. It's perfectly fine. We don't need a magnet on this portion, but you do need something underneath that would catch it, and our table is going to be more than sufficient. So hold pressure up and then lower it down nice and slow. Just like that. You see all the ball bearings right there? Show the people on the screen. Get it up there close. All the ball bearings right there. Nice. Go ahead and set that down. All right. So, Laddie, we got the front end off the bike.
We did.
We did. We got it off. Next part, let's get that battery tray out, and then we're going to get this engine out. You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just playing with magnets and ball bearings. Let's get it done. All right, Addie. Good job on the front end. Now, last thing to do before we pull the motor out of the frame is we're going to take that battery tray out and the carburetor. That battery tray. If you guys didn't get a chance to watch that video, we made that battery tray from scratch for Addie's project. Make sure you go back and check out that video.
Really?
Yeah, go check it out. It was cool. It was cool. I did it while you were at school.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I get things done while you're at school. That's what I do. So, this name for the motorcycle. What are you thinking about naming this amazing 1970 Triumph T100C, also known as a Tiger 100? What are we thinking about naming this thing?
Do you want to say it together?
We will say it together on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Tigre Rosa.
Oh, I thought we were saying the name in English.
Oh, sorry, I did Spanish. All right, what's the name in English? You do English and I'll do Spanish.
The Pink Tiger.
The Pink Tiger. That would be El Tigre Rosa. El Tigre Rosa. Man, the Pink Tiger. Why would we kind of call it that? Because it is a Tiger 100. And number 2, what color are we painting this thing?
Pink!
Pink. I'm super stoked about it. Actually, a 1963 Triumph came out with a pink and silver paint scheme. But we're doing pink and black because that's cooler. So, yeah. Alright, let's get this carburetor out and let's get this battery box out. And then it's time to pull the engine out of the frame and you get to work with some power tools again.
Yay!
Excited?
Yes.
Alright, let's do it. Alright, so Addie, one important thing as we pull the carburetor off and the exhaust off there, those are open to the inside of the motor, and we want to make sure that we're not getting any bad stuff inside the motor. So we're going to take some tape and we're going to put tape over those holes so nothing can get down inside the engine. Let's tape it up. Doing great, making it happen, working with power tools, ready to pull an engine out of the frame. So we got all of those attaching points loosened, all by yourself. You did an amazing job.
I know.
Prideful, jeez. All right, so I'm not going to have you pull the engine out because it is pretty heavy, and I don't want you to smash a finger or something like that. So you get to hold the camera and video me pulling the engine out of this frame.
Yes.
Yes, because after that, you get to go to work cleaning that engine. Excited?
No.
All right, here, hold the camera. Woo! All right. So, not too bad. Not too bad. Triumph 500 engines are not too heavy compared to the 650s. So, yeah, we have a bare frame. So now you can get to work cleaning this engine. Yay! Hi, baby girl. We have a 1970 Triumph T100C unit construction engine out of your motorcycle sitting on the table for your motorcycle that we have affectionately titled...
I'm not saying it in Spanish.
Alright, say it in English.
The pink tiger.
The pink tiger. El Tigre Rosa. Super cool. Excited about it. Now your job is to make this engine look pretty and shiny and new and cool. So with that, we're going to take some brake clean. We're going to spray it on there. Now make sure that you have some safety glasses on. Last thing you want to do is get any of that stuff in your eyes because it burns. Doesn't feel good at all.
I figured.
Ask me how I know.
You sprayed it in your eye.
Yeah, it's happened before. Not on purpose. It was an accident. Jeez. Don't.
Sounds like something you would do on purpose.
Sounds like something I would do on purpose. Well, you're gonna wear safety glasses. You're gonna have a little brush, like a toothbrush, like like you brush your teeth every morning. Yep. And you're gonna scrub, and you're going to spray, and scrub until we get all of that grease and that grime off of there. And then I'm going to show you how to polish these side covers so that they look beautiful and shiny like a mirror and brand new. You ready to get to work? You ain't got to lie to me. I know you don't want to do this.
It's the one part I don't like cleaning it.
You don't like cleaning. It's just like sanding, girl. Just takes time, but the more...
Sanding sucks.
It does suck, but the more you do it, the better you get at it, and the better it looks in the end. So you're going to do amazing. Let's get some safety glasses and let you get to the work.
Get to the work.
Later.
Alright, so, Addie, a lot of scrubbing, a lot of brushing, a lot of spraying, and we got a clean motor. I'm pretty impressed with the way this thing came out. I'm good job, good job. She's tired, man, wearing her out. So now, Addie, we have to take these side covers and we're going to polish them. Now, for you guys watching this, I mean, if you're building a show bike, obviously you're going to disassemble everything, send things out for polish and powder coat and paint, but we're not doing that here. We're building a budget build, amazing bike for my daughter, Addie. So I'm going to show you how to polish something while it's still together. And it's a pretty easy process. Now this isn't going to be that show quality finish, but it's going to look really good when we get done. So Addie, what we're going to do is we're going to take my angle grinder, and this has this really awesome Scotch-Brite pad on there that is for 400 grit. And we're lightly going to go over this, just kind of getting some of that oxidation off the top of that cover. See where that looks like dark spots and stuff? A lot of the nicks and scratches and stuff, it's not going to get that out. I mean, we could work on it and make it come out, but that's not what this whole build is about. We like a little bit of patina every once in a while on an old motorcycle. This motorcycle is currently 52 years old. 52. How old are you? 13. It's a lot older than you. It's older than me. So let's make this thing look pretty. I'm going to show you how to do it, and then I'm going to let her take over because it's your bike. So let's get our safety glasses on. I'm going to show Addie how to do this, and you can watch us really quick.
You can do it. I'm not doing that.
She doesn't like it. I'll knock it out for her. So I helped you out with that. I know she's wearing shorts, and those little fibers coming off those Scotch-Brite pads were they were attacking her legs, just needless to say. So they hurt. It hurt. I totally get it. I totally get it. So I took over for her, but we got it knocked out. It's pretty smoothed out. I mean, it's not perfect. Not meaning to be perfect here, people, but it looks great. So the next phase of this is taking that same angle grinder. Oh, gotta watch the camera. And we have a wool buffing pad on there. We're gonna use some white buffing compound because this is the softest stuff. You wanna taste it?
Do you want to?
I'll eat it. No, I won't. No, I won't. It's be gross. So we're gonna put the buffing compound on there, and then we're gonna lightly buff over the top. Very similar to like what we were doing with the Scotch-Brite pad, but this doesn't have those little fibers flinging off of there. So we're gonna put Addie to work, buffing that cover out, and we'll see how good she can get it. I believe she's gonna do an amazing job. You think you're gonna do good?
Maybe.
All right, let's do it.
Why do you high five after every clip?
Woo! That 3-inch grinder puts some vibrations in your hands, doesn't it?
I don't like it.
She doesn't like it at all. I get it. I get it. It's tough. That's why you have Dad here to help you out with your polishing. But the last part, the last final part of polishing is we're basically going to put the buffing compound, the polishing compound, and you rub it on with a rag. Like, yeah, you remember a Karate Kid where they do wax on, wax off? Mm-hmm. That's what you're going to do. You're going to wax on, you're going to buffing compound on, and buffing compound off. And it's going to come out looking amazing. Because it already looks great. I mean, it's amazing compared to what it was at. So, you ready to wax on, wax off?
Sure.
What? Let's do it. So, all you're going to do is take your little orange rag, put your 2 fingers inside there like that. You're going to dip in there. You're going to get some compound, and you're just going to rub everywhere, all the way around that shiny cover, okay? How's your arm and your fingers feeling after doing that buffing?
It's okay.
It's okay, not too bad, right? It's a lot easier than using the mechanical 3-inch angle grinder. So, you did a really good job. It looks kind of cloudy right now, right? Not shiny at all. Well, here's the time where the magic happens, Abby. You're gonna take a new, clean terry cloth rag, and you're gonna wipe away all of that cloudiness, and then all of a sudden, you're gonna see your face in the reflection of it, and it's gonna look awesome. You ready? All right, let's show the people. Well, Addie, I have to say, great job cleaning the engine. Well, number one, great job getting the motorcycle all apart. Great job cleaning the engine. Great job polishing that cover. Yeah, we have the other side of the engine to polish, but I might knock that out for her while she's at school tomorrow. But I think you have done an amazing job. Hey, high five. Nailed it. Awesome. Well, guys, thank you for hanging out, man. It's been a super fun time, as always, working with Addie in the shop on her bike. If you are new around here, make sure you jump down and hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up, turn those notifications on, and let everyone know what's going on right here.
Weems Motor Co.
Peace!